Come on! Wake up! Let's go! Come on! Whoa, whoa, whoa. Not the double. Wake up! Not the double. What is up? What is up? What is up? Day 27 of vibe coding every day until I buy my family house. We're at $22,872 in annual recurring revenue. I tried to tell you guys it's going to get worse before it gets better, but this is not vibe coding until things get hard and we give up. That's a different stream. That's a totally different stream. This is not vibe coding until things get difficult and then we give up and go get a 9-to-5 and don't buy our family a house. This is vibe coding every day until I buy my family a house. I need you guys to wake up. I want to jump straight into things today. I want to get absolutely psychotic. I want to write more lines of code than anyone's ever seen. I want to ship more apps than anybody's ever seen. I want to make more tweets. I want to make more YouTube shorts. I want to make more live streams. I want to live stream twice at the same time today. Let's go! Come on, my people. Good morning, Green Smoothie. Good morning, Humble. Good morning, okay. Good morning, Felipe. Let's fucking go. Good morning, Jovan, Georgie. Good morning, Smart. Let's address the rumors. Let's address the allegations immediately. Let's get ahead of that. Let's get ahead of the allegations. Listen. My last iPhone app is dying, okay? It's dying down. We made an app, we shipped an app, we collected the bag. The bag got acquired. All right? OpenClaw hype went through the moon, and I rode that rocket ship, okay? If you take a look at the OpenClaw rocket ship, there's a little photo of yours truly, Max Blade, banging pull-ups on the side of the rocket ship, going straight to the moon in annual recurring revenue. We were at like $150,000 in annual recurring revenue off QuickClaw alone. We acquired the bag. I put it in the bank. It's runway. It's runway to take care of myself, take care of my family, so that we can keep going and we can build the next app and we can go to the moon. Because we're going to the moon and then we're going to keep going. I don't care if annual recurring revenue goes to negative 5,000. We're going to get back. I don't care where it goes. We're going to $250,000. We're buying my family a house, and then we're going to $1 million. And I don't care what kind of peptides I have to take, what kind of testosterone I have to get on. I don't care if I need to go to bed at 8:30 at night and wake up at 4 a.m. just so I can ship 5 apps before I get started on the live stream, just so I can take pictures of my feet, upload them to OnlyFans. I'm getting it done. Did you guys forget that we got monetized on X last week? Elon paid us $5,000. We got monetized on YouTube 2 days ago. We got 20 members in the YouTube channel in 2 days. Thank you, Quantum, for that. Thank you, Quantum, for that. Sorry about that, guys. Listen, today we have an absolute banger stream planned. We have an absolute banger stream. Okay, 8:30 at night, bro. You lost me. That's how it's done. Good morning, Bizmakes. Good morning, Johnny. Good morning, Green Smoothie. Come on now. Come on now. Wake up, guys. Currently, my stream overlay says 1 like equals 1 pull-ups. I need you to switch that so it says 1 like equals 2 push-ups. Guys, what we have here in this leftmost window over here is we have a brand new model out. It's Composer 2.5 Fast. I heard it's incredibly capable. It's incredibly fast. We're going to be putting it to the paces today. We're going to be putting it through the paces today. You guys already know I like doing my Pokemon test on these things. I want to see if it can make a Pokemon game. I want to see how fast it can get it done. And I want to compare the end results to Opus 4.7 and GPT 5.5. We're going to Pluto. Make it 1 comment equals 1 push-up and disable the comments. I love that. Goals, goals, goals. Morning, we got this. Come on. All right, let's pull up the goals tab. Come on. I got some excellent feedback from some of the users on Clippo for improving the current editor. So we are going to be making some fixes to the current editor on Clippo. I also got some feedback from my fiance this morning that that Talk Macros is not properly logging food, which we absolutely need to fix that immediately. Okay, because we have some loyal customers, loyal users on Talk Macros, and if it's not logging food properly, then that's a huge issue. There was some sort of update to the Perplexity sonar that caused it not to log the food properly. And then we're going to get a nice 2-hour stream today, bare minimum. Rachel, good morning. What's up? Mad Boy, good morning. What is up? Let's go, let's go, let's go. Not your average dude. Good morning. David Kane, good morning, guys. I need you to lock in out of your mind. Ray Fernando, let's go. Come on! Guys, today is going to be a little bit more of a locked-in stream than you're used to. I'm going to be trying to walk you through everything that I'm doing. I'm going to verbalize everything that I am doing while I'm doing it. But today is going to be a little bit more of a locked-in stream. I'm going to have chat up, and I'm going to be using my third eyeball to monitor chat at all times. And I will respond to everything that I can respond to. But you are going to see me shipping at a high caliber today. Okay? So I need you to sit down. I need you to grab a coffee, grab a little bit of a snack, because I'm going to put an absolute show on today. I don't think anybody has seen someone ship at this rate before, and I'm going to get insane. It's going to be psychotic. Come on. Rachel says, is that the real Ray Fernando? Of course it's the real Ray Fernando. Of course it is. That does not say 34 remaining. I don't believe that for a second. I don't believe that for 1 second that it says 34 remaining. Oh my issue. Oh my issue. Oh my issue, guys. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Okay. I'm going to go grab our prompt that has, it's sort of like a benchmark for our LLMs to start building Pokemon games for us. And we are going to get a banger tweet out today using Composer 2.5. I want to see what it's capable of. I want to put it through the paces. And I'm sick and tired of messing around. I want to take things to the next level. I subscribe to the $20 Cursor plan. That's my first time subscribing to Cursor in, I don't even know. It's got to be years. I don't remember my last time using Cursor, but I really need to test it out. I really need to see what's going on with it. Ray Fernando, you are him. You are him. Massive inspiration here in the chat. I love everything you're doing lately. Just know I am following you from afar. Even if I'm not in every live stream, I'm checking in. I'm seeing what you're doing. I'm taking inspiration from it. It fires me up. It gasses me up. I can't wait to get involved. All right, done. Change the rotating overlay. Let me refresh that so we have the updated overlay. Refresh. And it now should be doing push-ups instead of pull-ups. I cannot believe we have 32 push-ups already. That's going to be a huge issue. I think that we're probably going to have to drop like 20 at a time today. Yesterday we were doing, or not yesterday, the day before, we were doing 10 at a time. I think we're going to have to step it up and do 20 at a time for the pull-ups today. Otherwise, we're not going to keep up with it. Felipe, good morning, good morning, good morning. Ray says Composer 2.5 is really fire. My favorite model. Haven't used other models as often. Tech, what is up? Good morning. Good morning. I really can't find what I did with this Pokemon prompt. Give me 1 second here, guys, and I'm going to throw this Pokemon game prompt in. And then we're going to be rolling. It seems like the search function on Claude has absolutely just gone downhill. I don't know what they're doing over there. They apparently have Mythos model, but they can't figure out the search function. Huh, doesn't matter. All right, we'll make a new one. We'll make a new one. I need to test out a brand new LLM, and I really want to put it through its paces. What I want to do is have it make a Pokemon-inspired battle simulator. Okay, so it's going to be one Pokemon versus the other. They need to have moves that they can use against each other. They need to have state-of-the-art, beautiful animations, and we need to come up with a prompt I can hand off to the model so that it really flexes its capabilities, creativity-wise, and just general smoothness. I want it to blow me away. And it's going to be an iPhone app, and it has to be one Swift file. Only one Swift file that I can open in Xcode, and it should test in Xcode to make sure that the game runs before I actually run it. That's easy. That's easy. I gotta warm up. I gotta warm up. Keep good form. Form is more important. Yes, sir. We always keep good form. We always keep good form. Tech says, I'm 16 years old. How can I make money and transform my life? You gotta start putting that work in. You gotta start putting the work in every single day. Shipping products, shipping content. Every single day. And then learning. I mean, the 3 questions you can ask yourself every day are, am I learning? Am I shipping content? And am I shipping products with a buy button on them? You can ask yourself those 3 questions every single day. You know, and that doesn't always mean end state you've shipped, but am I putting effort towards doing that every day? And I mean, if you stack multiple days in a row, if you stack 90 days in a row saying, yes, I learned something today. Yes, I shipped code that will have a buy button on it. Yes, I shipped content. You know, and really shipped content. Like Alex Hormozy rule of 100, I shipped 100 minutes of content today. All right, so I got the prompt. We're going to paste this into Composer. First, I have to change its location. I think it's so funny that the CLI for the cursor agent is just agent. As if like they're the only agent. We're gonna do make directory. And I'm gonna call this Pokey Cursor. And I'm gonna go cd Pokey Cursor. And then we're going to type in agent to get the cursor CLI. Now, a lot of you are used to seeing cursor in actual cursor itself, but we are using cursor in the command line interface today. All right, and this is their new model, Composer 2.5 Fast. And so I'm going to paste this prompt in here that is going to have it build a Pokemon game for us. And I'm just going to absolutely let it get to work on this. I'm going to hit auto run everything so that we don't have to babysit it. And we're going to see from there. Good morning, Quantum. Good morning, Mad Boy. Good morning, E. Good morning, Max. Max telling us he's going to lock in today. And I guess that means his daily dose of Tony Robbins coaching. Absolutely. We're getting Tony Robbins out of our mind. Brandon, what is up? Also, be okay being bad at things for a while and just keep trying. Yeah, of course. Of course. That's like the motto here. Of course, that is like the motto here. Going back to our goals, in case you guys weren't here today, we need to improve the Clippo editor. There's a couple of bugs that people sent to me. We have to fix Talk Macros, which is our dieting app. And I want to get a juicy 2-hour stream. I talked about this earlier. Today, I'm going to be a little bit more locked in. I want to give you guys a more realistic look at what it's like when I am absolutely dialed in. I have multiple agents going for me. I'm voice to texting to the agents, and I'm shipping code at a psychotic rate. Okay? And I think it's time for us to have a few streams a week where we are just absolutely locked in, dialed in. I'm going to be doing my best to check in with chat, like maybe once every 5 minutes or something like that. But you're going to notice today that we're dialed in to producing software at a high level. All right, guys. So grab yourself a coffee, grab yourself a snack, take a seat, and take it all in. Take it all in. It's going to be a show. All right, Composer is working for us. I'm going to Control C here. CD. CD, and I'm just going to walk you through everything that I'm doing as I'm doing it. We're going to go into my apps. We're going to go into the Clippo backend. And then I'm going to start the Python server working in the background here. There we are. Okay. And then I'm just going to fire up a second desktop window. And we're going to grab Google Chrome. And that way there we can flip back and forth real quick and easy from the Clippo window that we're developing on and the actual command line interface. Okay, so I have the development server started, and then I have my beautiful Clippo editor here, and we're gonna mess around with some of these things, and we're gonna try to get a little bit more dialed in. Okay, so some of the messages I was receiving. Let me pull up the message. All right, apply a style and immediately change the silence to one of the options. Wait for it to finish rendering. Try to preview, nothing happens. Okay. Apply a style. So I'm gonna apply classic to this. And then wait. Apply style and immediately change the silence to one of the options. Okay, I see. Okay, so first, I guess we'll go to 50-50 here. And I'm going to hit apply style and immediately hit silence. And then apparently, if I do that, then... So that did not reproduce the bug. That was the bug. Basically what was supposed to happen there is if I apply the style and then hit silence, it doesn't actually render. But that did not reproduce the bug. Let's see if this did. I'm going to keep working it. So I'll hit auto, and that's going to set it to Perceptron, and then I'm going to hit silence. And we're going to see possibly this doesn't render. Oh, okay, there's the bug. There it is. We found it. No. So I just changed it 50-50 and hit trim again. Still nothing. I can't get the bug to reproduce there. Try to preview, nothing happens. Click save. I'm taken back to the library and I'm no longer in edit modal. I guess it's because I'm applying two things at the same time. Oh, try to preview and nothing happens. Okay, full zoom. We'll do full zoom. Apply style. I'll hit silence again, and then we're gonna see if we can get the preview to work. Yeah, the preview is still working. Okay, I can't reproduce that bug, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move on to the next bug for now, and then if you're watching right now, Rachel, I can't reproduce that bug. If you could direct me how I can reproduce that bug, then just let me know and I'll get that locked in. Quantum, good morning. So if we go to features.vote, guys, this is the feedback engine that I'm using to collect feedback from the Clippo users. We have our first feature request, and it is API to trigger repo, which is actually a really good idea. Basically, they said, I'd love the ability to run a trigger from something like my Stream Deck that tells Clippo the timestamp for a clip, could have a param that adjusts the offset seconds length. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to fire up GPT-5.5, and I'm going to actually just literally copy this, okay, word for word from the end user, and I'm going to send that straight into Codex. And eventually this would be a good job for an agent to just take that request in and take a look at the code base, figure out some different options, and send me a message that says, we got this feedback from an end user. Would you like to do A, B, or C option? I can make the code changes and commit to Git, and then you could pull them locally, and we could test them on our Python server, right, that we're running locally. So down the road, that'll be something that we do throw into our projects. But this project is so small right now that we're not at the point that we need to do that. Like my last project, Quick Claw, that was something we had to do because the feedback was coming in so fast that it would be impossible for a solo developer to keep up with that. So yes, we had agents taking the feedback and then looking at the code bases, not making changes yet, but providing me with the different options for code base changes. And then I would choose the one we want to go with. It would stage it. I would test it locally. And then if I liked it, we would put it to production. Okay. Can you please look through our current code base and see what the best, least complex, less is more option for making this a reality would be? Give me a thorough breakdown of how it would work and why it would be simple and high value for the end user, and be super brief in your explanation to me. Okay, beautiful. Blitzkid, yo, what's up? Just tell your agent to lock in. Let's go. Oh, this is my bug. Maybe it's because I'm not using Chrome. Let me try in Chrome. Oh, good point. All right, so we have that fired off. Let's go check in on this Pokemon game and see what's going on. Oh my God, did this finish already? I highly doubt that this will actually work, but did you test with Xcode to make sure that the build actually compiles? Wow. So, guys, Cursor 2.5 is built off of Kimi K 2.6, right? But I don't know what's happening where it's so incredibly fast, and also it's benchmarking right behind Opus 4.7 on Max, okay? It is completing tasks at a rate that's alarming, and it's going to make streaming vibe coding about 1,000 times more fun, because if I can have 6 agents going and completing tasks constantly like this, but also have a high rate of like one-shotting things, things are going to get really, really fun. All right, build succeeded. Okay, excellent. Can you please open this up in the simulator so I can test it? Like I mean, GPT-5.5 is still working on the same small prompt that I gave it. Oh my God! Guys, Composer 2.5 might be the absolute truth. I cannot believe it just built that game so quickly and was able to actually open it in the simulator so quickly. This is the future. The models are getting extremely smart. It's time that we start working on optimizing the speed of them. I'm going to use Blaze Claw. Wow. Let's do a rematch. So it's not unbelievable. It's not like a really good game. But I mean, the fact that it was able to get a fully working game made like in just unbelievable time. I'm telling you guys, when we tried this with DeepSeek, first of all, it did not produce a working game. When we tried it with even GPT-5.5, the first run through was not a working game, okay? It had to redo it a couple of times. When we did it with Opus 4.7, it was not a working game. We had to do it a couple of times. Cursor 2.5 just one-shotted the living shit out of this game, and it did it so quickly, I'm in disbelief. I just asked it to open the simulator up, and it opened it immediately. Like, this could be a game-changing model for vibe coding multiple agents at a high rate of output. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. So I guess what we do here is we can take this and put it in the side screen, and then I'm gonna hit record on OBS. We're gonna start recording, and then this is gonna be a clip that we will post on X. And you know what? Why don't we take it a little bit further, and we even make a custom scene really quick, guys, together on stream here. And yeah, we take it to the next level a little bit. So bear with me here, guys. I'm going to copy this desktop. I'm going to duplicate the desktop scene. And then what do we want to get rid of here? We get rid of the browser source. We're going to take this scene here and make it a little bit bigger like that. And I'm going to crop it in so it's a little bit less. Then we can get rid of this for right now. And I'm going to move this over here. We'll crop this. We'll make me even a little bit smaller because it's too big. Like, it's not about me, you know? Composer 2.5 one-shotted this game in a few minutes. Opus 4.7 and ChatGPT 5.5 were not able to one-shot a Pokemon game, and it took over 30 minutes for them to complete the game. You can see the actual quality of the game itself is not fantastic. It's not incredible, but the fact that it was able to one-shot this game and then open it up in a simulator within minutes of sending the prompt is unbelievable. There we go. There we go. That's easy. So we're just going to open that clip up in Premiere Pro. And we're going to send that clip to X. Because remember, guys, we're not only vibe coding, but we're vibe content producing. And honestly, if you're going to be a vibe coder, like, you're going to need to be vibe producing content. That's just the game. That's just the game. And the vibe producing content is probably more important than the vibe coding itself, to be honest. Like, and I know a lot of people don't want to hear that, and it's just the truth. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I'm gonna call this Pokey Cursor. Look at these shots. What am I... Why are these shots so nice? I don't even remember making these shots. What are these shots? They're so nice. Jesus. I need to get my setup back dialed in so it looks like this. This is incredible, huh? Wow, 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 wow. All right. Go movies. Are we able to filter by the creation date? That would be nice, wouldn't it, Premiere? Like, wouldn't that make sense if you're able to just filter by the creation date? We're going to go import. All right, content, baby. Content, baby. Come on. Brandon says, I was thinking Clippo chat elo could be another lead magnet. Get in track chatter by quality output, negative rating for spamming, priority messages for high elo chatters, and overlay. I love the way you think, Brandon. I love the way you think. I know, Brandon. I'm almost thinking that my original composer reaction was better. I can almost guarantee Clippo will already just clip that by default. All right, so I've been liking doing one by one size, guys. Okay, if you're making videos for Twitter, I want you to try out the 1 by 1 size with your next post. It kind of just stands out nicely on the platform, to be honest. It just stands out nicely. So we're gonna go to effect controls. I'm just gonna scale this down slightly, nothing too crazy. I'm gonna move this over, and we're just gonna try to get a really clean shot of me and the game that we made ultra fast with Composer 2.5. And then I would like to go to text. we're going to go to transcript and do some transcript-based editing. This is where I got inspired for the transcript-based editing, like in Clippo, because I really love just being able to edit straight from what's said. All right, Composer 2.5 one-shot this game in a few minutes. Opus 4.7 and ChatGPT 5.5 were not able to one-shot a Pokemon game. It took over 30 minutes for them to complete the game. You can see the quality of the game is not fantastic. It's not incredible, but the fact that it was able to one-shot this game and then open it up in the simulator within minutes of setting the prompt is unbelievable. Okay, great. And that clip just happened to be under 30 minutes because I'm a professional, or under 30 seconds because I'm an absolute professional. But yeah, we want to try to be able to keep our, like the Twitter clips, you're either going to do a long one that's going to be like an 8-minute video that's high value, or you're going to do a 30-second video that's just going to be something that somebody can easily see as they're kind of like scrolling by. And that's going to be your two options. And then the in-between stuff just always seems to fall flat, at least for me. So you're going to avoid the in-between stuff. A 1 minute and 30-second video is just, unless it's a really funny, awesome launch video, it's not long enough to be high value, and it's not short enough for somebody to just check it out passing by. I'm going to bring the maximum length in characters for the captions down to 7 characters. That way there, it's going to kind of keep your attention because, oops, and hold on one second. I'm going to undo that. It's going to keep your attention because you're reading one word at a time. Okay. And that's like a little trick that I got from my TikTok editing. Like if you bring the maximum length in characters down, it's going to show one word at a time. And people are a little bit like goldfish, okay? Even I am. So when you're reading one word at a time there as it's coming out in the captions, it kind of hooks your attention a little bit. And then we're going to do single line for the caption layout. And I'm going to see what the caption look like right in the middle. So we'll grab these and then I'm going to throw them in the middle. And then we're going to go Montserrat bold. Okay. Because those ones are super easy to read. And I'm going to juice up the font size just a tiny bit, nothing crazy. I might throw a little bit. We already have shadow on there. I'm going to enhance it a tiny bit. Just so that the text pops a little bit, because I want that to kind of be like the first thing that comes at you. And then, oops, we need to dial in the start point. So I'm just going to do one of those. And then I'm going to hit A, which is the all tool, which will grab everything. I'm going to hit V, which is the move tool. And then I'm going to pull this back. And now we have our start point. Can you guys hear that at all, or is the music too loud? Can you guys hear that, or no? Is the music too loud? Composer 2.5 one-shotted this game in a few minutes. Opus 4.7 and ChatGPT 5.5 were not. I'm gonna bring the audio gain up slightly. Actually, no, it's pretty good. In a few minutes. Opus 4.7 and ChatGPT 5.5 were not able to one-shot a Pokemon game. And it took over 30 minutes for them to complete the game. You can see the actual quality of the game itself is not fantastic. It's not incredible, but the fact that it was able to one-shot this game and then open it up in a simulator within minutes of sending the prompt is unbelievable. That's a good clip. I like that. I like that a lot, guys. Let me bring the caption size up just like slightly. So we'll bring it up to like 63. Composer 2.5 one-shotted this game. Oh, so I have a little issue there in the beginning. Composer 2.5. I'm just gonna bring this down a little bit, and then I'm gonna expand this one a little bit. We'll get rid of. Hold on. Composer 2.5, and then I'm going to change this to one-shotted. Just one shot. And get rid of the at. Composer 2.5 one-shotted this game in a few minutes. And actually, I want to Composer 2.5 one-shotted this game in a few minutes. Opus 4.7 in ChatGPT 5. Composer 2.5 one-shotted this game in a few minutes. Opus 4.7 in ChatGPT 5.5 were not able to one-shot a Pokemon game, and it took over 30 minutes for them to complete the game. You can see the actual quality of the game itself is not fantastic. It's not incredible, but the fact that it was able to one-shot this game and then open it up in a simulator within minutes of sending the prompt is unbelievable. It's good. It's good. I need to remove that slight pause in the middle. All right. Okay says, what's the best way to get Composer 2.5 key right now? Do you have to get the Cursor Pro package? Yeah, you got to get the Cursor Pro package. And then just install the CLI tool. I wouldn't even, I mean, you can mess around with the, you can mess around with Cursor itself, but I don't know. I don't know. I'm going to use the restroom. I'll be right back, guys. All right, we got to keep going. I'm just going to remove this, I'm going to remove this small break where I talk about the game. And then we're going to ship this tweet. You can see the actual quality. We're going to select this with the V. I'm going to get the all tool, grab all of it, the move tool with V, and then we just tighten that up. And it took over 30 minutes for them to complete the game. You can see. I'm going to tighten that up too. We want to tighten up all the fluff, like no fluff, no fluff, no fluff. Like any fluff is you can't have that nowadays. People are dialed in for quick. Like content needs to get the value out. It needs to get the entertainment factor out. All of it. There's no breaks. GPT 5.5 were not able to one-shot a Pokemon game, and it took over 30 and we're just removing a little bit more. I'm removing this and. We don't need that and. Yuck. Yuck. We don't need that and. And as you start editing like this, guys, you'll get better at making content because you will see your issues. Over 30 minutes for them to complete the game. You can see the actual quality of the game itself is not fantastic. It's not incredible. No fluff, no mistakes. One-shot this game and then open it up in a simulator within minutes of setting the prompt is unbelievable. Composer 2.5 one-shotted this game in a few minutes. Opus 4.7 and ChatGPT 5.5 were not able to one-shot a Pokemon game. It took over 30 minutes for them to complete the game. You can see the actual quality of the game itself is not fantastic. It's not incredible, but the fact that it was able to one-shot this game and then open it up in a simulator within minutes of setting the prompt is unbelievable. All right, perfect. Audio gain, we're gonna go +4. Nobody's gonna listen to it with audio anyways. It's all gonna be through captions. Composer 2.5 one-shot this game in a few minutes. 4.7 and ChatGPT 5.5 were not able to one-shot a Pokemon game. It took over 30 minutes for them to complete the game. You should say Pokemon game. That's another thing. Like when you're editing your videos, you have to almost put it on mute. You have to almost put it on mute because 90% of the people watching these are not even going to have their audio on. You can see the actual quality of the game itself is not fantastic. It's not incredible, but the fact that it was able to one-shot this game and then open it up in a simulator within minutes of setting the prompt is unbelievable. Bye. I'm exporting it and we're sending it. You have more energy talking like you are off script. Hope that is constructive and not rude. Yes, absolutely. 100%. Like honestly, a better clip would have been the one that I was just talking beforehand, except for we didn't actually have the game going and like the everything dialed in. Which brings me to my next point is that we need to get Clippo to the point where I can send almost just like a prompt to Clippo and be like, I need you to go turn this into a clip for me. Like I shouldn't have to record, save, edit, post. This is ridiculous. It's too much. You know what I mean? But right now Clippo can only go in sort of after the fact, like after I'm done streaming, it can turn the streams into clips. But we do need an option also so that while we're streaming, we can be proactive and get clips made. I don't know what's going on with the video. Oh, there we go. Okay. I'm going to call this Composer 2.5. I just turned the air conditioning on in the room because it's getting so hot in here. I feel like if I'm not cold, then my ability to like push it when I'm working goes down like 8,000%. I'm going to say for my tweet here, I'm going to say if you hate sitting around waiting for GPT 5.5 or Opus 4.7, then you need to try Cursor's new model, Composer 2.5. Not only is it an app, not only does it one shot, it completes prompts faster than anything else and still one shots. I am going to be using it all day. If you hate sitting around waiting for GPT 5.5 or Opus 4.7 to complete... Nah, I'm just going to say if you hate. Then you need to try Kirsch's new bottle, Composer 2.5. It completes prompts faster than anything else and still one shots. I'm going to be using it all day. I'm blown away. Post. Done. All right, let's keep moving with our life. Let's keep moving with our life. We can't slow down. I'll save that. Right back to work. What could you say it while you're streaming for a live prompt? Would be tough. Would be tough. Would be tough. Like I could say Clippo clip that, and then after the fact, when it reads the transcript, it can do that. But the compute of having it sit there and listen to everyone's live stream, you know, at all times for them to say Clippo clip that and then make the clip. That one's going to be a hard one. That one's going to be a really hard one unless we could do something with YouTube's live captioning. Like unless we could do something with, by the way, guys, this looks like a fucking professional tweet, by the way. In case you were wondering, I am a professional tweeter. I get paid to tweet, but that looks like a professional tweet. I don't even care how many likes or views it gets because I'm just so satisfied with how it looks. The caption over the top, the 50-50 of my face in the iPhone video going like that. And then we're actually providing real value. We tried Composer 2.5. It's actually unbelievable. I'm going to be using it the rest of the day. I mean, I don't know what else to say. I don't know what else to say. I do need you guys to wake up though. I do need that. I really don't think that there's a single person on the internet that's doing push-ups anywhere close to the same form as me. Like, I don't think there's anybody else that's vibe coding to X amount of money that's doing better form on their push-ups than me on the entire internet. Paulo said tried it today, but no, it's not at the level of GPT 5.5. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. And that's why I said in the video, the gameplay, the footage is not incredible, not incredible. But the fact that it did that, it took, if you go back in my X or in my live streams, it took GPT 5.5 forever to do the game. Same thing with Opus 4.7, and then it didn't even work. It didn't even work. It couldn't pull it up. First of all, it couldn't pull it up in the simulator. I had to do that myself. And It didn't build twice. Composer just one-shotted it and pulled it up in the fucking simulator by itself in minutes. Unreal. Unreal. Absolutely unreal. Where's my juice? Here's my juice. Okay, so if you guys remember, we took the feedback from one of our users that they want the API endpoint to be able to have a API clip triggers point. All right, which that may solve our issue that we just had 5 seconds ago. All right, like if we could hit an API endpoint, if I could press a button that hits an API endpoint and immediately produces the clip right there, or sets some sort of something. Let's see what it has for us. The current trigger clips feature is transcript based. It detects a spoken phrase after transcription, optionally auto renders those spans and reports them on existing job status. A Stream Deck trigger should reuse the same render library path, but the timestamp source would be an API call instead of a phrase in the transcript. I looked through the flow, best less is more version, add a small authenticated manual trigger endpoint that turns a Stream Deck timestamp into the same kind of force clip candidate Clippo already supports. Use existing agent API tokens, then allow the root and backend main. Source the trigger press in SQLite. Key to the user source URL. Why this is the right first cut. No live video system. OBS, Humble, you're an absolute legend. Humble, you're an absolute legend. Humble, you legend. All right. The plan section, sorry. The only thing I'm wondering, guys, is I don't understand how we're going to get the URL passed to the API endpoint, guys. Brandon says, when Clippo clip that, if editor notes use, else trigger clip as usual. It would still be hard to even do the editor note implementation, but you would know better if that's true. Are you drinking from a glass straw? Yes, I am. I could bite that straw in half right now. I could bite that straw in half and end everything right now. I mean, it's terrifying. And you guys know how crazy I am. This is a glass straw, guys. You guys know how crazy I am? Like, I broke my mic stand on like day number 4 of this challenge. Me having a glass straw. Do you know how crazy that is? All right, no live video system, OBS plugin, WebSocket service, or new worker queue. I love that. Reuses existing auth, render, library layout, and trigger clip behavior. Here is my biggest concern is how are we going to... How is the end user going to pass the URL for the video? And also the timestamp. Clippo is work in progress. Clippo is live. Clippo is live. Clippo is work in progress. Guys, for those of you that are new to the stream, for some people that are new to the stream, Clippo is live right now, okay? Clippo is taking my current live streams, it's chopping it up into viral shorts, automatically posting them on YouTube. I have upped the posting amount from 4 to, I believe I'm doing 5 or 6 YouTube shorts per day. All right, we're up in the last 28 days, we're up almost 1.5K subscribers. We are up now 4,000 watch hours, which means we are now eligible for tier 2 monetization on YouTube, okay? We went from being eligible for tier 1 monetization to tier 2. We brought the live stream from live streaming to 0 people to the other day we had over 75 viewers in the live stream. Okay? So I'm going to say it, I'll say it this one time, but I'll probably say it again and again and again. If you are live streaming right now, and you are not producing shorts automatically from your live stream, then your time spent live streaming is wasted. It is 100% wasted time. There is no algorithm, there's no exposure that is pushing a live stream out. You need to have shorts being posted around the clock, and it needs to be automated so that you're creating gravity around yourself and you are pulling people to your live stream. All right. And then the cherry on the top of that is if you are live streaming yourself creating a product, then not only are your shorts pulling people to your live stream, but your live stream are then pulling people to your product. Okay. And that is a funnel. That is a funnel. You are going to build anyways. You might as well flip the live stream on and live stream yourself building. And if you are going to live stream, then it doesn't make sense to do it unless you are automating a clipping process. Alrighty, the end user should not pass both on every stream deck press. Best UX split it into a session plus button press. In Clippo, user clicks start trigger session before going live. Clippo records session started at, shows a stream deck webhook URL, post API trigger session current marks offset. Stream deck button only sends API token, optional offset seconds, optional length seconds. Clippo records the server time of the press. Press that now. After stream, user pastes the VOD URL into Clippo and chooses use trigger session. What happens if I paste a live stream that's happening right now into Clippo? I mean, I guess the way to figure that out also would be to just try it out, just to take the live stream URL and paste it in and see what happens. If it just breaks everything. Because if we're able to just throw a live stream while it's happening into Clippo, then that could be a way Today, Clippo treats it like a normal VOD URL because the downloader has no explicit livestream guard and the README says no livestream capture. The likely outcomes are it starts analyzing job duration, probing probably returns unknown, so it proceeds as an unknown length source. YouTube may fail. Best product behavior: if Clippo detects is live, active live metadata, reject it. With the stream is still live, start a trigger session. I don't love it. I don't love it. The issue that we're having right now, guys, is this is a good feature. This is a good feature, right? So basically the end user here wants to be able to press a button on their stream deck, and then that will signify to Clippo that 5 seconds ago there was a clip that just happened. You know, so it'd be like if I said something crazy and then I hit a button and it sent the Oscar, what's up? Aaron, yes. I had a feeling this was you. Or stream deck presses can be kept by Clippo with timestamp. Clippo checks for stream deck presses on next process timestamp is checked against upload time and video timestamp. The problem is it needs to be able to link that timestamp with the YouTube URL. It needs to be able to link the timestamp with the YouTube URL. I'm almost feeling right now, without building an entirely new infrastructure, I just don't know how possible it is. Like, I feel like we just have to lean heavier on the Clippo clip that. Brother, here's an idea. Clippo University. Learn how to use Clippo to increase your content views and engagement. I just feel like I want it to be something so simple that Clippo University is literally just the onboarding that's like 2 seconds long. That's just like paste your YouTube link in when you're done streaming. Ask the agent. Okay, so right now the concern is like the telling Clippo that you're going live is another step that you would have to do before going live, which is not good. It's just not good. And then we would need a way for Clippo to understand like the timestamps it's receiving pair with a certain YouTube URL or Twitch URL or whatever. The Clippo clip that is very clean because it doesn't add any extra steps to the process. Like, we're already transcribing the video. We can already find the Clippo clip that in the transcription and then create the clips from that. All right, it wouldn't work for everyone, but could there just be a way to monitor / connect with Restream to Clippo? I think that would be wasted effort right now because Restream already has their own clipping thing. And I just think that the ROI on that is going to be very low for right now. The trigger is retroactive when VOD is processed from the auth YouTube video from that user. Simple. If you need a manual, it is a bad UI / UX or product. Yes. Yep. Clippo get and create shorts during the live. Good feature. No, to get more viewers during the live. Yeah, everybody keeps saying that. Everybody keeps saying that. Give up? That's not what we do. No, we don't give up. We don't give up. We don't give up. I just don't think... What GPT-5.5 wants me to do is not the right answer, okay? It's adding way too much complexity. I agree. And also, like, Aaron... that is an option, is linking with Restream. But that's even like way more complexity. That's way more complexity. Right now, Oscar, for those of you joining us, we are trying to create a trigger that we could have inside of like a stream deck. So that when I'm streaming, like I could hit a button on my stream deck and then it could realize that there is a clip to be had there. Currently, our trigger is verbal. It's Clippo clip that. And I actually don't even think that's live right now. We had that in the first rendition of the app, but I don't think that's even live right now. I think that we just have to lean into the Clippo clip that, if I'm being honest with you guys. And I don't see that as giving up because it's still a trigger to make a clip. The problem with having the stream deck button, guys, is like you would have to give the Stream Deck software, the YouTube URL, and also it would need a way. I mean, if it had the YouTube URL, then it could theoretically like see when the stream started and then compare the timestamp and then send the timestamp off. But then you're adding so much work before you go live, guys. And trust me, by like what we're trying to build with Clippo is almost autonomous. And the thought of adding another thing that you have to do before you go live, when I'm on a mission to take away as many things as possible before you have to go live, is just tough. It's just tough. The button is not live. It only sends UTC timestamp to Clippo backend for process check. And what did the Clippo Clip That do in the back end? Like, do the exact same thing with the button? No. Clippo Clip That is very easy because after when you're processing the clip, it just takes the transcript, reads through the transcript. As soon as it sees Clippo Clip That, it knows to go back, like, let's say like 5 minutes. You can set it in the dashboard how long you want it to go back, and then it will find a clip like within a 5-minute span of you saying Clippo Clip That. That way there it doesn't add anything to the user flow. Like you don't have to tell Clippo like the URL for your stream before you even start streaming. It doesn't need the URL. Do a go live action in Stream Deck that captures start time, then on press capture the offset, then simple JSON on end stream action. It needs the URL for the user's personal trigger timestamp path that they could get from Clippo setting. Okay. Let's think first principles for 1 second. What we know right now, clips are always going to be produced after stream is done. All right, guys. Clips are always going to be produced after stream is done. So, the benefit of adding it would almost be better. It would almost be better, as crazy as it sounds, that like literally you just have a Stream Deck button that says Clippo Clip That. I don't know a different way. I don't know a different way, because right now the only thing that Clippo is reading is it could read the video or audio. If we're thinking first principles, it could read video and audio. So right now we have the audio trigger of Clippo clip that. It can read that. I mean, we could throw something visual in that also signifies a clip and have Perceptron look for it. You could do that. But this is the only thing Clippo reads right now is video and audio. Oh, God, it makes sense. Yeah, give up then. LOL, just kidding. We don't give up here. Like, the only other thing I'm thinking, Aaron, if you're still here, is like you could also, at time of input, this could be something here. At time of input, you could have a JSON file that you could submit as well. That has clip timestamps. That way there, it could be on the end user. And I mean, eventually we could make our own if I got a Stream Deck. I don't have a Stream Deck, but if I got a Stream Deck, we could make our own. It could be on the end user to create a Stream Deck macro that just allows them to button, press, write, JSON, timestamps. That's actually kind of fire. That's actually kind of fire. Doesn't OBS have built-in? That means that's the answer. What if button takes note of the timestamp or what is said next to locate the part in the timestamp? What if the button takes note of the timestamp or what is said next to locate the part in the timestamp later? Yeah, so that's what would have to happen. Is your Stream Deck would have to make a JSON file with the clip timestamps, and then add the Stream Deck macro, button press, write JSON timestamps. But this is gonna be like some sort of advanced feature that I'm gonna add, and I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys. I would never use it. I'm gonna be 100% honest with you guys. I would never use it just because Clippo is working amazing right now, fully autonomous. I mean, I guess I might. I don't know. I guess I could maybe use it. But I would rather just say Clippo, clip that, and then move on with my day. Here's what we're gonna do. On the upload URL, in the upload URL, God. All right, guys, here's what we're gonna do. I got it. Guys, I really need you to lock in. I really do. I really, really do. So on the new URL create clips page, we need to have like an advanced settings drop down, and we're going to need to have a upload JSON file button that allows us to upload JSON that has the timestamps built in for when clips occurred. We're also going to need to include some sort of template that we can possibly hit a button to download that shows basically what format we expect the JSON to be uploaded in for it to actually work. That JSON timestamping is going to use pretty much the exact same processing that we have for Clippo Clip That, where when it sees a timestamp, it's going to go back a predetermined like amount of time and find a clip and make the clip from there. We should also probably include in the JSON the optional ability to include a description of what needs to be clipped. So in conclusion, it'll be a timestamp that you will then go back from, and the optional description of the clip that will say like, clip the point at which I was talking about the Pokemon game or something like that, to guide the software in creating the clip. We also need to go back and look. That's it for now. That's it. All right, that's going to be great. Hi, do you know about BridgeMine? Everybody knows about BridgeMine, of course. What revenue is before expenses? Get some agents researching it. The reasons I submitted the feedback was because I said Clippo Clip That in the middle of my clip. If the offset was a param in the JSON file, then I could have multiple buttons for different time offsets. Yeah, so we'll add offsets, and then we'll add descriptor, which descriptor will probably be much better anyways, because it's such a messy input. It's such a messy input that having the time offset still is like, you know. So you'll have the time. You can do the time offset. You can have the descriptor of the clip, and then the end fallback would be the end fallback would be pulling up like the editor modal. The end fallback would be pulling up the editor modal and then just adjusting the start time and end time to get it tight. To get it really tight. But if I'm being totally honest with you guys, like the end goal with Clippo, first of all, is a tool that is autonomous. Like, I am baking in all of these features because I think they're good. They're nice to have in case you do want to use them. But the end goal is volume. Autonomous volume. So you're going and you're doing your 5-hour live stream, and Clippo is working in the background to grow your audience. You're not editing clips. You're not... I mean, I guess you can hit buttons and you can say Clippo Clip That, but in reality, like, the end goal is for you purchase Clippo, your viewers goes up, your subscriber count goes up, you're getting monetized, people are watching your stream now. on autopilot. Is there an ICP for that? I don't know. We'll have to find out. Dragon says paid feature for users to trigger a clip to post to their YouTube channel would drive a lot of revenue for creators. Paid feature for users to trigger a clip to post to their YouTube channel would drive a lot of revenue for creators. Yeah, so basically the trigger right now that actually is not even live. We're going to fix that today is Clippo clip that. So when I have something happen, I just say Clippo clip that. They're nice to haves, but in my honest opinion, I think the ultimate thing is, will hardcore streamers find them useful? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I agree. Autonomy is better, but would a Stream Deck demographic be the power user who wants control demographic? Is it even necessary? I don't know. To be honest, Brandon, I don't know. I have no idea. I think the end demographic for Clippo is someone that wants to have shorts created from their stream with zero extra effort on their end. Like when I'm done with 5 hours of streaming and shipping stuff, the last thing I want to do is worry about editing clips or posting them or doing any of that. And that's why I made the agentic MCP server, so that literally when I'm done streaming, I just send a message to my Hermes agent. I'm like, send the live stream to Clippo, and then I don't even think about it. I just see the views come in. I see the little revenue counter thing go up on YouTube. I see the little subscriber count thing go up on YouTube. And I live my life. I live my life. But I do understand that there's a whole other situation to it where people are going to want control over what is clipped. And we do have to sort of give and take and provide that for it to be a high quality product. And I think we can. I think we can find that balance between, you know, pure autonomous, if you want, which that's where I am. I'm in the camp where I want it purely autonomous. I don't even want to think about it. And then also, if you do want it to be like, you know, you have some say in what gets clipped and you can edit the clips a little bit, then we can have that too. It's never going to be like Premiere Pro level of editing, but it will be good. It'll be really good. All right, so I'm going to fire this agent off and I'm going to say, I mean, I want to use Composer. Let's just try Composer. I'm going to do agent. I'm going to say, trust this workspace. Can you please do a deep dive on this code base? I need you to understand the backend fully and then break down for me how Clippo clip that works as a trigger to signify there's a clip. I don't believe it's doing anything currently. I think that it's inactive currently, but let me know. Okay, beautiful. All right, I'm going to have Spring, my Hermes agent, make sure that the latest version of Talk Macros is pushed. So I'm going to say @Spring inside Discord because we have to fix Talk Macros today also, guys. I'm just going to say, hey, can you make sure that first find the Talk Macros app on this computer and make sure the latest version is pushed to GitHub in a private repo. All right, and then I'm going to have auto run everything, shift plus tab. Okay, I just sent in a new feedback that is still manual in nature, but much more straightforward, LOL. Okay, we're going to check that out in 1 second. I think the most advanced trigger feature would just be editor notes that are set during stream around the time that the user says Clippo clip that. Power users should still have a high degree of autonomy. Roman, right now we're using Ghosty. Right now we're using Ghosty. We're not using Ghosty forever. I'm not going to lie. I have been dabbling with my own little thing off stream. That's completely new and different. No one's ever done anything like it, and it's very ambitious. If you guys thought that my last psychotic ramble on what I wanted to build was new and ambitious, then this completely dwarfs that. It's not even close. No one's ever made anything like it. I think it could be revolutionary for the vibe coding world. And I think that it would turn vibe coding into just like an absolute art form, like a work of art. You know, like I think right now we're playing in this like this thing that feels clunky and just not good. And I don't think anybody's ever taken it to the point where vibe coding feels like it's an extension of yourself, if that makes sense. And that's what I want it to feel like. I want vibe coding to feel like it's an extension of myself. You know what I mean? Like I want to feel like I'm coding on a whiteboard, if that makes sense. All right. Is it inactive? No, it's implemented on and on by default. Trigger clip defaults. These are transcript, settings, UI settings, clipping behavior trigger. Whisper also gets the phrases jargon bias when triggers are enabled, which helps recognition but does not guarantee an exact token match. Why it can't feel like it does nothing. Now to detect, you must say trigger while recording the source you later analyze. Clippo clip or Clippo clip that will not match default Clippo clip that. Matching is strict consecutive tokens. Trigger clip enabled. False skips phrase detection entirely. Triggers appear as normal candidates at the top of the list. When auto render works, the UI toasts. Quick mental model. Okay, you record VOD and say Clippo clip that. Later, paste URL, analyze, whisper transcript. Trigger candidates find phrase at 10 minutes. For 3-hour window phrase, if auto render on FM. This is the craziest prompt response of all time. Backend, fast API orchestrator. When we go to render the clips, I think that we should add a secondary section that is always there, that has like a little header above it that perfectly matches the current theming and styling of Clippo. That has a heading that says like triggered clips, and then underneath that lists basically all the clips from when I said Clippo clip that. And when these clips are made, it should generate a hook and the captions for me in the same exact way it does with the auto-generated clips. So basically there'll be two sections, the auto-generated clips and then the triggered clips underneath. And the trigger clips still need to have a beautiful hook and captions underneath them. All right, guys. Quantum! Yo, Max, so you're mostly looking to build out tools and vibe coders and people interested in building since that's most of your audience. We're figuring it out, David. David, I'm not going to lie and say that I have all the answers. The greatest products I've shipped that have made the most revenue have been for vibe coders. So Desk Hub, being our hardware project, is for vibe coders. It's made the most money. And QuickLaw is for vibe coders or people in the tech world. Has made the most money. But we've also made good money off of apps like Feel Better Fast and Talk Macros, which were in the fitness space, which you could say are not for my audience. But I don't think that's totally true, because there's a lot of people that follow me that have followed me for a long time, and they know that I've been a health coach for 13 years. And so it still kind of fits the audience a little bit. Even though the majority of the people that were signing up for those apps came from like TikTok. Yes, we bought the dogs a treat. You have all the answers. That's why we're here. I don't have all the answers. I don't have all the answers. Thank you, Quantum. I appreciate that. I appreciate you being here, brother. Yeah, I thought to ask, since you built in a few different verticals, and was wondering what you liked and what kind of things you were leaning into building moving forward. I really enjoy vibe coding. I really enjoy that technology. I really enjoy making content around that. So it sort of only makes sense for also my main revenue drivers, my products, to fall within that bucket as well. Perfect. I can't say long, but I had to check in and make sure the dogs were good. They're amazing. Bro, if you sold a custom hair supplement for men 30 plus, I bet you'd make a fortune. Honestly, not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. All right, enrich trigger hooks and highlight pie after trigger windows are detected. Claude generates hook from hook alt and SEO slug from the transcript in each window. Jesus. I mean, it works so fast, it's insane. How the hell am I going to test this now, guys? How the hell am I going to test this? Oh, I got an idea. No, I don't. How am I going to test this? I guess I just upload a stream and hope that I said Clippo clip that at some point, because I haven't been using it recently, because I knew that it wasn't live. I got an idea. I'm gonna talk to my my Hermes agent who has the transcripts from the majority of my streams, and I'm gonna say, can you tell me a stream day, like the title of the stream, where in the transcript I 100% said Clippo clip that, and order them in the shortest streams first. Okay, great. So it's gonna find them for me and then send them over, and then I'll be able to use that to test the Clippo clip that feature. No copyright sounds. Thank you so much. Brandon says we are here because of the vibes you. Sorry, we are here because you put the vibes in vibe coding. I love that. Wait, is that actually the real no copyright sounds? wait, I didn't even read the, that is not actually the real no copyright sounds. Guys, no copyright sounds is not in the stream right now. I don't believe that. Can I click on their user profile? Is that possible? Yeah, it's at no copyright sounds. Guys, no copyright sounds with 34 million subscribers just commented, been following along, Max. Really been loving these. Is this real? Is this real? Is this really you? Did this username match up? No copyright sounds. Clippo, clip that. So I guess in honor of no copyright sounds, we should fire up a beautiful no copyright sounds playlist immediately. Is that okay? Is that okay? If we do that? If we fire up a no copyright sounds playlist? We do have to... It says we have to credit the artist track and no copyright sounds and link back to the original upload. We can't do that right now. Yeah, LOL. I already signed up to Clippo a while back. Oh my god. Are you kidding me right now? How does this happen? How does this happen? W no copyright sounds, dude. I'm freaking out right now. I'm freaking out right now, guys. W no copyright sounds. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Absolute GOAT legend. I mean, if you're into YouTube at all, like, you know, no copyright sounds is just, I don't know, transcends society. Like, yeah. Wow. If you're into streamers at all, like, it's the option. That's what people do. To the fucking moon, boys. W no copyright sounds. Unreal. I mean, if you ever want to send over, if you ever want to, like, I don't want to push the envelope, but if you ever have like a recommendation where you're like, I think that this playlist would fit the stream perfectly, then, I mean, I will make sure tomorrow when we go live that I have it all set up, playlist ready to play, and then it's credited in the bio to the... Everything's all set. You know what I mean? Like, wow. Wow, 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 wow. All right, so after analyzing a VOD where you said you trigger a phrase, trigger clips appear in the lower section with hook field, alt hooks, timing, and reason. All right, so did this get back to me with the... All right, day 12 is 5 hours long. How is it the shortest first? It's gonna take so long. No other days? All right, we have to do day 12. We have to do a 5-hour stream in order to test this, guys. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know if I can handle running. I don't know if my MacBook can handle running the stream and doing a 5-hour VOD at the same time. Oh, and actually, hold on. I need to go like this. And then I need to go analyze, and then we're going to see what this outputs for that. I'm going to refresh the features vote. I'm going to see what we have. Clip preview when picking clips. After the clip is analyzed in your app, pick your clips, a simple... After the clip is analyzed in your app, pick your clips, a simple video player that loads the timestamp with a YouTube link so I can actually see what it will be posting versus just reading the transcript. After the video is analyzed in your app, pick your clips, a simple video player that loads the timestamp with a YouTube link so I can actually see what it will be posting versus just reading. That makes sense. That makes total sense. That makes sense. Let me, I just have to refresh my brain on... Okay, I gotta head out. I got a busy ass day today. Have a good stream, bro. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Yo, boy, back. Check in on you. I have to just, I have to see what the... Shit. I have to see what the render clip screen looks like. And then figure out how we get that in there. And here is the advanced settings, the timestamp JSON. So optional clip markers for this URL, no timestamp file selected. So basically we can upload a JSON and then we could download a template. And then it looks like the template has, oh my God. It's trying to open it in Xcode for some reason, but like this is the format that it could be in: clips, timestamp, and then description, timestamp seconds, description. So we should add offset to that as well. We should add offset to that. I would like to add a variable to the JSON file that you can upload to the advanced settings when you add a new URL to be clipped for time offset. That way there, the user could say like 30 seconds, 60 seconds, 3 minutes. And that's like how long it will go back in the... from the timestamp to find the clip. Also, maybe we could add a very simple explanation when the advanced settings section is opened up, just so that they can better understand the JSON situation. We also need to update the backend so it takes that offset. All right, guys, what model do you pay for month to month? Right now we have, oh shit, my stream is, you guys can still see me. If you guys can still see me, write in the chat right now. I can still see you. A 5-hour live stream locally, which is a bad idea while streaming, but we're trying to test a new feature. Right now we're using Cursor. Cursor's new model, Composer 2.5. We pay for Opus 4.7. 5. Guys, I'll be right back. This is gonna finish transcribing the clip in 1 second, and then the stream will be back up. Or not back up, but less laggy. All right, is this done yet or what? It's skipping, but we see you. I think it might be done. I think it might be done now. No, it's not. It's still transcribing audio. So this is a 5-hour transcription, but we are going to test to see if the Clippo clip that feature is back. And Composer 2.5 just made that feature in like 2 seconds. Right now, I am diving into an Oikos Pro, 23 grams of protein. And also, I'm diving into a mini Greek yogurt bar. I need you guys to start protein maxing. We can make all the money in the world. Okay, we can vibe code ourselves into the permanent overclass and out of the permanent underclass. But if we don't have our health and we are not just disturbingly jacked and handsome and beautiful and strong, then it doesn't really matter. No, I've never seen them, Taylor. I've never seen them, Taylor. Guys, I can't even imagine how good Composer 2.5 is going to be when Elon buys Cursor. They have all of the compute that they could possibly want in the entire world. And Composer goes from Kimmy 2.6 to like a 1.5 trillion parameter model. And if they can keep the speed that they're at now, I don't know, it's going to be unreal. So what I'm doing now, guys, is I had my Hermes agent upload the talk macros, my iPhone app, to GitHub. I had it pushed to GitHub so that it has the latest version, because right now I'm on a brand new M5 Pro. So basically I have right over here, I have my old MacBook and I have my new MacBook right next to each other. My old MacBook just runs Hermes at all times. That's all it does. And so, is the music not playing for you guys? What the heck? That's just rude. That's just absolutely rude. There we go. Composer is not better than Opus or GPT, but it is so fast that I would much rather use it. I would much rather use it. It's so fast and it's like 80% as good. So I have Hermes uploading talk macros, my iPhone app, to GitHub, the latest version. I need to figure out why currently we're not able to log food. I think there was a change in Perplexity because we're using Perplexity as the LLM that logs food, but it's very strange. I think that they updated something with like their response, and it's not providing a strict response for some reason. So like I'm gonna say I just had a strawberry banana Oikos Pro protein shake. And it just said could not process. So we're gonna have Spring go back in and look at the server and just say, can you please look at the server that has talk macros running on it and see why that last food log did not get a calorie and protein response? And why this is happening all of a sudden? Is there some sort of change with the Perplexity Sonar LLM? LLM that logs food. Yes. It doesn't actually log the food. It just searches for the correct, it searches for the nutrition label. And then the backend modifies the nutrition label to match the serving size or the provided amount. All right, did this finish yet? 68%. Jesus. It's going at 25.8 times. ETA is 3.7 minutes. It's on the audio transcription now, so this should go pretty fast. And right now we are testing to see if Composer was able to fix the Clippo clip that thing. And so if this does work, when we go to render the clips, it should show like, it should show two sections for the clips that were auto-generated and the clips that were made from Clippo clip that trigger. My Hermes agent just said, found it, Max. I see the smoking gun in the logs for why your food didn't log. So we're going to say, I don't know. Talk macros is pretty bulletproof, so it's very strange that it would fail like that. Perplexity's Sonar regressed today on response format. The schema's one of is being satisfied by an array of strings now. Other users on the Perplexity community are likely hitting the same thing. Quickest, swap model Sonar to Sonar Pro in the 3 spots. Honor schemas more reliably. Costs go up 3x. We don't love that. But you stop dropping logs. Yeah, why don't you make a backup of the server, and then why don't we try the quick swap of switching Sonar to Sonar Pro, and then I'll test to see if that fixes the issue or not. Let me know when it's live for testing. I normally would never have Hermes do coding for me like that, But honestly, I just really don't feel like pulling the server repo for talk macros to this new computer and then updating it locally and then sending it back to the server and restarting the server and doing all that when Hermes can just literally go in by itself, make a backup of our existing server, update some of the phrases, and I can test it immediately. Like, this will take 30 seconds versus taking 45 minutes. It's live right now. So I'm going to say, I had a strawberry banana Oikos Pro. Still couldn't get it. I'm gonna try typing it. Because it didn't get the word Oikos correct, but it still didn't get it even when I typed it. Still failed with Sonar Pro. We must be missing something. You need to look deeper into the logs and see what's going on here. Also, could you do some research to see if Perplexity did any sort of weird updating over the last 24 hours or something? All right, 97%, guys. HypeX says, what model/tools do you use for UI/UX? Lately, we've been making the backend with GPT-5.5, and then we will have it make a front end that looks like garbage trash. And typically, like, we'll have ChatGPT Image Gen 2 remake the user interface so that it looks good. And then we'll feed the screenshots from ChatGPT Image Gen 2 back to GPT-5.5 and have it use like Playwright to do a comparison thing where it compares the screenshot from Image Gen 2 with the actual live code with Playwright, and it creates like a self-fulfilling feedback loop where it'll get it close, make some changes, get a little closer, check, make some changes, get a little closer, check, and then eventually gets it perfect. And that's a really nice way of doing things. We've taken it even a step further by, we'll have GPT-5.5 make the backend, and then have it make a gross front end. Image Gen 2 will make a mock-up of what the front end should look like, and then instead of using GPT-5.5, we'll use 4.7, and that I think is even better. But obviously that's super annoying, and it's a lot. It's actually a lot. Oh man. It says, oh man. Watching Max's stream every day so much my phone is dying before I get home. I love that. Let it die. Come on. All right, it says no trigger clips detected. Say your trigger phrases during the recording, then analyze the VOD. That's very strange. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 clips from that 5-hour stream. Ah, that is very strange. Manually choose more clips. All right, is this what Aaron was talking about? Let's see what Aaron was talking about with his feature request. After the clip is analyzed and you're at Pick Your Clips, a simple video player that loads the timestamp with a YouTube link so I can actually see what it will be posting versus just reading the transcript. All right, we could do that. We could do that. And I think we can set up a link to YouTube that automatically goes to the right spot. Like on the Pick Your Clips page. On the Pick Your Clips page, is it possible to include a YouTube URL with a parameter that goes to the exact spot where the clip starts for each independent clip that will be rendered? So like on each of the selected clips, just add a URL that loaded the YouTube at the timestamp. Yep. Diffused. What's up? Yes, it's supported now on Pick Your Clips. Each clip card auto-generates, triggered in custom, shows YouTube open in YouTube at clip start. When the analyzed source is a YouTube URL. Okay, beautiful. All right, beautiful. So we have to figure out why. I think it's too tight. I think it's too strict. I think that the current Clippo Clip That is too strict or something like that, because I put a VOD in that I know for a fact has Clippo Clip That in it a few times, and whoop, sorry guys. Sorry, my people. I'm a new streamer, guys. I'm a new streamer. Come on. Cut me some slack. Because I put a VOD in, a URL in that I know for a fact has me saying Clippo Clip That a few times, and it did not generate any clips. Maybe we could put some server logs in also and help troubleshoot the issue a bit. And like in this, guys, like this whole crazy situation. Oh, hold on. I can search. Like, it doesn't seem like... If I write welcome to day... Like, I should be able to search for multiple phrases. Because right now I can only search for, like, welcome. And I should be able to search for, like, Clippo. Hey, Max, after, like, 5-10K subs, bring on guests might be awesome. I know there's a ton. Yeah, we have to do a guest stream. The transcript says Clippo. Is it looking for Clippo and failing to see Clip? Oh. It does say Clippo with 2 P's. That's a good... The chest is completely blown out right now. Easy fix. Internally have a look for Clippo instead. It's in the transcript it has CLIPPO. Guys. It is CLIPPO. You were right. Matching was too strict. It only accepted the exact token sequence from settings. Clippo clip that. So Whisper saying Clippo clip or Clippo clip never matched. What changed? Flexible matching. Still tries your configured first phrase. Also tries common variants. Clippo clip. Loose matcher to clip family words within a few tokens. What to check on your side? Settings, trigger clips is enabled. Oh, do I not have it enabled? Could that be why? No, I don't think that's it. No, I have it enabled. Clippo clip that. Is it because our... Like we have, guys, we have the trigger phrase is Clippo, comma, space, clip that, period. And I have a feeling that it was strict looking for that. Wow, could it be because this is my trigger word right here? This is my trigger phrase. And it was looking for exactly Clippo, comma, clip that with 2 P's. And if that's true, then we should probably reset the clip. We should probably reset it for everything. Search for it. Clippo is there. I sees it. Yep, Clippo is there. Yeah, so it has both Clippo with 2 P's and Clippo with 1 P. Yes, that was exactly the problem. The default phrase Clippo clip that was turned into 3 tokens. Clippo clip that with 2 P's and Clippo, and that required at the end. The old matcher only fired when Whisper produced that exact sequence word for word in a row. So if the transcript had any of these, you got 0 triggers. Clippo clip, Clippo clip, Clipper clip, Clippo clip. Clip that. Saying Clippo clip in the video while setting still has Clippo clip that would not match under the old logic. It wasn't looking for Clippo clip that as sounds. It was doing literal text token matching on transcript. What you should do, keep your phrase as Clippo clip that. If that's what you say on stream, that's fine now. Make sure you enable trigger clips is on in the settings. Reanalyze the URL. After deploy, restart with this code, check logs. What I want to know for real is if there is actually me saying Clippo clip that anywhere in this. But because of the search being so ridiculous, can you also update the search function so that I can have multiple words like in a sequence that I'm searching for? Right now, like if I search the transcript, and then choose your own clips, in the choose your own clip section, like I can only type one word, and then as soon as I hit space and start typing the next word, it's just not applicable. It doesn't apply that. You will always say clip, right? I wonder how many times you have said Clippo clip that this stream. I don't know. You're right. So many times. So many times it's ridiculous. Guys, so many times. Guys, if you're just joining the stream, drop a like. We're doing some push-ups today. We're having fun. We are vibe coding our butt cheeks off. You can join the Discord community down below. We have the most positive community of people who actually ship apps and are working every single day to learn new things, put code out in the universe with buy buttons on them. There's also the newsletter in the description. The next newsletter goes out this Sunday, and they're absolute bangers. And sometimes we even give stuff away in the newsletter. All right, you nailed the cause of the transcript issue 2. Previously search includes on each word span alone. A query like clip that was compared to one span at a time. Now it splits the query on spaces into a word sequence, walks the transcript, and matches consecutive spans. Okay, amazing. I'm gonna have GPT 5.5 do this. But I just had a clip transcribed and basically fully ran to right at the step where you go to render the clips in my local server that I have running on port 8000. I want to be able to test getting new clips, but I don't want to have to go through downloading and transcribing a 5-hour video again. What are my options here so that I can test like the clips that it decides and also the trigger clip section again, but without having to transcribe it and download it again? Because I'm basically making changes to the Clippo clip that function, and I want to see if it will select the right clips, but I don't want to have to go through transcribing and downloading again. Okay. All right, so back to talk macros for a second. Root cause max, and it's not perplexity, it's the schema. Here's the raw response. Perplexity just gave us food, ingredients. Finish, reason, stop. The model thinks it's done. It's not crashing, not hitting token limits. It's returning that and calling it a valid response. Why? Look at your JSON schema. The one of food branch says the branch overrides the strict base definition. So as far as perplexity schema validator is concerned, can you please look at the app code logic and the backend server logic, and make sure that it all matches together. And can you set up testing? Obviously back up everything first, but can you set up testing so that you can create a feedback loop of making changes until you figure out how to get the response that the app wants to see, the iPhone app wants to see, so that we can get this fixed? If it can do that, that's going to be absolutely insane. It's going to be absolutely insane. So I'm just having Hermes basically go in and look at the iPhone app and check out what response the iPhone app is looking for. And then I'm having it make changes to the server and basically write itself its own test until it gets the correct output that it's looking for. And so I think that it might be able to autonomously fix the talk macros server by itself. We're going to find out, though. That would be absolutely sick if it could do that. You nailed the cause of the transcript issue 2. Previously searched. All right, what does this say about what can we do here? I'm going to answer from the current architecture. The expensive parts are already sitting in the ready job while your local server is still running, but they are mostly in memory unless we add a replay path. Your options: use current ready job while the server is still running. The expensive stuff is already in memory. You can render candidates again through API render without downloading, transcribing. Limitation: current trigger detection only runs inside the analyze pipeline. So this does not retest, change, clip that logic. Damn it. Best immediate dev option: add a rerun triggers for this job endpoint. For what you're doing right now, I do option 2 first. It's the least code and gets you exactly what you need. Tweak Clippo, clip that logic, rerun it against the already transcribed 5-hour job. So does this mean I have to... So this means I have to re-download and transcribe the VOD no matter what? No, not if the current local server process still has that job in memory. Right now, if the job is still visible. If the server is still running and the job exists, no re-download, retranscribe is needed. So the practical answer is current job still alive. We can add a small dev endpoint to rerun trigger detection on it. Server restarted today. Yes, you likely... Oh my God. That doesn't help at all. All right, I guess for like temporary in development, add a reanalyze button so that as we're making changes, we don't need to re-download and transcribe. And then after that, I will restart the server and do the video over again. That is a pain in my butt, guys. That is an absolute pain in my butt. All right, I have everything I need to set up the loop. This is for talk macros. My Hermes agent said, I found in the plan I want your green light on before I start mutating the server. The mismatch. Server is currently returning. All right, yeah, let's do it. Yes, start working. It's asking, it just gave me its plan, which is the exact plan that I told it to do, and then it's asking for permission to do it before I get started. Buena Vida, this is Ghosty right now. Yes, this is Ghosty, and we just have multiple panes open. We're using a few different CLIs today. We're using Cursor CLI, which is actually unbelievable. It's so good. And we're using Codex with GPT-5.5. And a lot of the times we use Opus with Claude Code, Opus 4.7. But the thing is, guys, with GPT-5.5, it just takes so long, and Composer would have done this 5 times over already. It just would have, you know. And it takes so long to actually do anything. Persisting transcription logs is very cheap. It just text. Cloud keep them for a week for a few megabytes each user. Yeah, you're actually 100% right. You're 100% right. That's a no-brainer. Yeah, we've tried OpenClaw a lot. I mean, not OpenClaw, OpenCode a lot. We really like OpenCode here. It's great. It's great, and it's pretty much just our go-to for testing out random LLMs. Which reminds me is we should check in on OpenRouter, guys, real quick, and just see what we got for new models coming out. This is a pro tip for you guys who are trying to create products and stuff like that. Is you should be keeping an eye on OpenRouter and seeing what is coming out on a regular basis. The feature we added to Clippo that is just awesome was only made possible because I happened to be looking at OpenRouter and Perceptron MK1 came out, which was an extremely affordable way to process the actual video to edit the clips. Because in the beginning, we were just doing transcription-based editing, but now we have added video-based editing. And that only happened because I was constantly looking at the model releases on OpenRouter and happened to find a really incredible model that's super cost-efficient. And so if you guys are in a spot where you're having trouble figuring out what your next app should be to build, maybe instead of trying to figure out what to build, you look at the things that are coming out, the technology that's coming out, and your brain will naturally start to create links to other things you have going on in your life and ways that you could use that technology in your own unique spin. All right, guys, Qwen 3.7 Max is out. When did that happen? Today. Wow. Qwen 3.7 Max is out today. Wow, this came out just today, guys. Qwen 3.7 Max is the flagship model in Alibaba's Qwen 3.7 series. It supports text input and output and is designed for agent-centric workloads. So it's $2.47 per 1 million input tokens, and it's $7.50 per 1 million output tokens. Yeah, I mean, we should definitely test that out and see what that looks like. Grok Build is out yesterday. Grok Build 0.1 is XAI's fast coding model trained specifically for agentic software engineering workflows. Interesting. We haven't had the best luck with Grok models and building. And then Gemini 3.5 Flash kind of failed on launch. All right, Qwen 3 ASR Flash is Alibaba's automatic speech recognition service built on Qwen 3 Omni Foundation and trained on tens of millions of hours of multimodal speech data. This would be really interesting to see how fast it would be because it's only 0.000035. I don't even know how you would describe what that is. It's a fraction of a fraction of a fraction of a penny per second. Be interesting to see how fast this would be in comparison to something like WhisperFlow. All right, so this is done building. We're going to restart the server. And then I'm going to go back over here. Unfortunately, lose that. And then I'm just going to double check. I'm going to say you are 100% sure that day 12. Ah, okay. So we might have just got screwed by Hermes right there. Okay, I need you to look further in and see on what other days I've said, Clippo, clip that. And also try to find the shortest stream possible. I think that Hermes just gave me a stream where I didn't even say Clippo, clip that, and then we just spent all that time. That's all right, though. That happens, guys. So basically, we have Hermes going through, and it's fixing Talk Macro server. And it's going through and trying to find a stream of mine from the transcripts that is downloaded where I've said Clippo clip that, so we can test to make sure that Clippo clip that will actually work to trigger clips for the stream. And also we're checking out the feature that we added for Aaron, which gives the YouTube link with the timestamp so that when you make a clip, you can go to the YouTube video and see where the clip is actually made. See where the clip is going to come from. So we got a lot going on right now. All right, my Hermes agent just got back to me and said that it fixed the Talk Macro server, I believe. It says 12 out of 12 tests passing, which before was at 2 out of 12 passing. Try it in the app now. All right, let's try it, guys. Let's try it. What is this thing? We're going to try to log this thing that I just had. I just had a Clio mini Greek yogurt bar, strawberry. We're going to see. And it got it. It got it perfect. Can't really see that good. But it got it. So then I'll just hit the green. I can just hit the green button and then log the food. And it's done. All right, let's go. We get to cross off one of our goals. We get to cross off one of our goals. Amazing. Where am I going here? Stream elements. I should have this up already. Sorry, guys. To do. No. Vivetron. All right, fixed talk macros done. True. 2-hour stream done. True. Let's go, Brandon. We did it. We did it. All right, so let's restart the server. Let's hard refresh the page. This has a nice description of what's going on with the timestamp JSON now. And so I'm going to say I'm going to grab a stream that actually has Clippo clip that. Day 26, I believe, has Clippo clip that. Day 26. We're going to try day 26. All right. So I'm going to paste this in here. The stream's probably going to get laggy for 1 second, guys, but we got to test this out. And it's ripping through this. It's absolutely ripping through this, guys. All right, video downloading is done. It's transcribing the audio. Well, that's going. We're going to clean up a few things here. I'm going to close that. We can close this. All right, let's go over here. Let's get a new tab opened. We're going to go to the landing page. I'm going to pull open Opus because I like its design the best. And we have to fix the scale of the landing page because it's not good, especially when it's like it's a weird size. It doesn't handle that well at all. Like, that's not good. That's bad. If it's normal size, it's fine, but like it should be able to handle that. I'm going to actually, I want to stick with Composer a little bit too, though. We'll get Composer working at the same time. So I'm going to get Composer on the landing page also. And I'll just say, because it's so fast, it's just nice not having to wait for it constantly. What is the max width set to for the nav bar, footer, and hero section of the landing page? I just sent that. Let's see how fast that takes. It's still reading. Done. Done. Could you add Tailwind to this landing page? Because I would like to use some of their defaults, like max width 6 XL. I bet you it nails that. Still thinking. Let's see how this is doing on the 64%. Close that. Moving the true test, how good is Composer 2.5 in UI design? I have a feeling it's not going to be great. I think that this model is going to be good for sort of like a little bit better version of Codex Spark. Like an actual smart version of Codex Spark. Where like maybe we don't have to exactly spell out every single thing. But it's pretty close to where, like, I'm sure we're going to have to spell it out almost exactly to get the outcome that we want. But you're right, that is the true test. All right, this just finished transcribing the audio. It's going to start rendering the clips. Wait. Rendering trigger clips, 1 out of 3. I think that it found 3 trigger clips. So our update might have worked there. That could be massive. Can you open this in Chrome so I can check out the changes? All right. We need to reduce the size of the font of the H1 and reduce the size of the main image so that the max width of the hero section stays the same max width as the nav bar above it. All right, so it just finished doing the trigger clips, and now it is finding the viral moments. So these are like the auto-generated clips. It says inspecting hero layout style to see why it overflows in the nav width. Okay, great. I'm gonna say here, how can we go about adding codecs and Claude Code or like Claude Desktop with the brand images? Because I think those are more important to show than just Hermes and OpenClaw, but I don't really want to get rid of Hermes and OpenClaw also. But I think it might be too much to have that many logos and names of agents. What would be a nice simple way to show that in that bar right underneath the hero section that we have currently? All right, so it did not one-shot that at all. It's still extending way past. I'm gonna try to hard refresh. Yeah, nothing. Right. I'm gonna try to give it an image. I don't even know if it has multimodal support. The hero section is still extending way past the width of the nav bar up top. That nav bar up top in the hero section should have the exact same width. It looks silly when the hero section extends out past the nav section width. All right, and I'm almost thinking after I set that prompt that the best way to go about doing that would be to have one of those sections that sort of like auto rolls. So you could have it do like works with Hermes and then it auto rolls to works with Claude, works with Codex. All right, which layout do you want for the agents inside the bar? What if we had it rotating through the options that we accept? So it would go like, it would be the current layout of the bar, like almost exactly, except for the YouTube one would go from, would like roll, like a very simple, clean, animated roll from YouTube to Twitch to any of the other like super common services that Clippo will work with. And then the same thing, like directly next to it, we have like the agent rolling situation so that it will roll from like Hermes to OpenClaw to Claude to Codex. All right, beautiful. This is looking way better. This is looking way better. All right, so when this is open in my... I want to make sure that on mobile it doesn't look awful. And the way we could fix that is just by adding a tiny bit of padding on the left and right, if it doesn't already have that. So I'm going to go to developer view. And then I'll go to iPhone 14 Pro. Yeah, on mobile view, it needs some... Thank you, Humble. Thank you. Oh, we're crushing. We're crushing, baby. On mobile view, did we just get rid of the padding on the outside of the content? Because it seems like now the content extends out in mobile view all the way to the edges of the screen, which doesn't look good. All right, works with, stays put, only the logo plus name swap. Pure CSS, so it's lightweight and won't jank. Man, Composer is so fast. Like, it just starts ripping, dude. Much better. Much better. Composer is so good. I love Composer, guys. It needs some milk. Composer is so good. Wow. All right, let me close these. Yes, YouTube, Twitch, Kick, Vimeo is great. Leave that for now. And then logos, we should... I have to get Claude and Codex logo. Claude logo. PNG. I'm gonna download it. Paste that into Clippo landing page. We're rolling, guys. Apps, landing page, assets. Paste that in there. I'm going to rename it to Claude logo. Then I'm going to add we got to get Codex. Or we'll just get ChatGPT. OpenAI. Nope, OpenAI. Icon. JPEG. Okay, whatever, we'll just do it. Paste that in there. Paste that in there. Okay. Rename GPT logo. And then we gotta do Twitch. .tv. Download. Open. Twitch logo, rename, guys. Come on, keep up, baby. I need you guys to wake up. You're falling asleep in chat. I need you to wake up. We're getting shit done today. We're beyond locked in. Hey, not sure if a bug or a feature, but if you go to the login button and use Google, it tries to take the full price payment, not the half price one you have on the site currently. Just a heads up. No. Wait, really? It doesn't say $49. It says Yeah, I know. That's crazy. That's ridiculous. I don't even know how that's possible though. It says it has this pricing, Humble. What pricing does it have? It has $98 instead of $49. Because $49 is the real price. Is the half off price. Does it have 98 or 49? Oh, I see. It says the streamer one. Got it. Okay. All right. You're freaking me out. I'm tripping. I think I saw the solo. All right. All right, back to it. Did I get Twitch in there? Yes, I got Twitch in there. Okay. We gotta get kick. Kick. Download PNG. Open. Rename. Kick logo. Then go to Vimeo. Rename. Vimeo. Add it. What am I missing? I have everything. Yes, YouTube, Twitch, Kick, Vimeo is great. Love that. For now. And I just added all the necessary logos for Claude, Codex, which is GPT logo, Twitch, Vimeo, Kick. Please make this. All right, let's check this out. I got the triggered clips. I confirm my bill was $49. Okay, great. That's how much it should be. I gotta stop hitting the crystal meth forward motion. Let's get you crystallized. We can make this a smidge smaller right here, guys. This right here could be just a tiny touch. And you know what? We gotta stand up. We gotta wake up and we gotta stand up. All right. Trigger phrase, Clippo clip that, captured the previous open in YouTube at clip start. Oh, it's so cool. Sorry about that. Stream time is 100% waste of time unless you build your own solution or you subscribe to our beautiful solution that we've. Oh my God, I need you to stand up! I'm not even Guys, I know I normally tell you I need you to wake up, but today I need you to stand up. If you guys have a standing desk, I need you to stand up right now. If you don't have a standing desk, I need you to stand up anyways. And then you could just like, you could just do like one of these where you're like, you guys could do one of these. Boom! Ticket completed, baby! Let me cross that off. God, it feels so good. Oh, it feels so good. Done. Woohoo! Oh, you guys missed that. Sorry. Hold on. Let me redo it. Hold on. Ready? Check this out, guys. Ready? Done. Boom! I'm working outside. I want to sit down, LOL. No, you're standing, Brandon. Now you're standing, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that. Standing desk, standing initiated. Let's go. God, you guys are so locked in. We're having the most productive stream of the entire challenge today. I hate to say it. I hate to love to say it, but it's the truth. All right, triggered clips are absolutely working beautiful. Why is there no... Okay, that's strange. I can't click on this. I can't click on this to enable the triggered clip for some reason, guys. Okay, so it says triggered right here. I can't click on this. Like here, I can click on this to enable or disable, whether it be rendered or not. Vander! Welcome, Vander! Vander, I'm doing absolutely unreal. I'm doing incredible. How are you doing today? What's going on? What's going on over there in Finland? Finlandia? Give me a composer session immediately. For some reason, under triggered clips, the little checkbox that like enables them to be rendered does not actually click. Like for the automated clips, I can click that checkbox and unclick that checkbox, but for the triggered clips, I cannot check that checkbox. Netherlands. The Netherlands. Because it's already in your library. Are you going to automate your standing desk to make you stand up at some point? LOL. Probably. I can't help it. I was thinking that we probably should set a stream timer of some sorts so that like I think Brian Johnson says every 30 minutes you should be switching from standing to seated. But he's a psychopath. Like I'm a psychopath about vibe coding and he's a psychopath about health, guys. Every 30 minutes going up and down seems like a lot. Like that might break our concentration and flow. I bet you if I hit render. If I hit render selected clips, then it would have these. I'm thinking this is more of like a front end bug situation, that it doesn't have the ability to check these right now. But Aaron, excellent call on having the open in YouTube at clip start, because that actually is really nice. That's a nice little added feature. That's a nice little added feature. All right, the trigger clip checkboxes were being set to disabled whenever a clip was already in the library. That's exactly what Aaron just said. Typically after auto render to library runs during analyze. Disabled checkboxes ignore clicks. Well, auto-generated clips never had that restriction. Here's what changed. Removed, disabled, rendered on trigger clips checkboxes so they toggle like auto clip checkboxes. Render handler skips trigger clips that are already in the library, even if checked avoids duplicate renders. CSS tweak on the checkbox so it stays clickable in the flex layout. Trigger clips already in the library still start unchecked and show in the library badge, but you can now toggle them freely. Wait, this says refresh, but that's not true. I don't think that's true. Yeah, that's super unfortunate because now that's gone. Now it's gone forever. That's super unfortunate. You're trying to save you unneeded render overhead. I'm 100% with BJ. I work outside every day, and even when I'm home, I listen to my Apple Watch to stand up. Sitting down for many hours can't be natural or good for us. It can't be. Sometimes I change position when standing and end up catching myself standing like a flamingo. Am I the only one? I'm literally doing that right now. I was literally just standing on one foot with the heel of my foot pressed to my calf like a flamingo while I was reading you saying that. Absolutely insane. All right, so unfortunately, I can't even believe this. I can't even believe this, but this is like pure development right here, guys, okay? We're going to have to rerun the clip one more time. Start it. Analyze. Sorry, guys. Sorry. It's going to go fast. I'll be right back. I don't know what to say. It counted like half of those. It counted like half of those. Stance cam. Oh my god, the Blade Collective is a true hive mind of flamingo standards. We can't help it. We cannot help it. I mean, we're completely dialed in. We can't help it. All right, 13% transcribing audio. I missed the voice feedback thing, but it was expensive. The thing is, guys, yesterday I had a moment of weakness. I had a moment of weakness yesterday, and I bought a treadmill desk thing. I bought a treadmill pad thing. I couldn't help it. I was talking to a friend, you know, and we started talking about like, Schmoke, what's good, what's good, what's good, what's good? We started talking about like, imagine if I'm walking on the treadmill right here, right now. Like imagine I'm walking on the treadmill right now. And I got a fan. I got a fan up here. I got a fan positioned right up here somewhere. And the hair is blowing in the wind. And I'm coding. And I'm at like 15,000 steps for the day. On my standing desk with my treadmill. The only thing I'm worried about is, honestly, I don't know how much taller this desk goes. So that's as tall as the desk goes right now. Like, I'm hoping that this thing is going to be, I'll show you another angle. I'm hoping that the walking pad, I'm hoping the walking pad is going to be like skinny enough so that when I'm standing here, I'm not like, my head is not in the ceiling. Like, I think I'm going to start running out of standing desk room. All right, guys, we're 53% of the way there. We got Talk Macros fixed. We did our 2-hour stream. We're at hour number 3. We're vibed out of our mind. We tried out Composer 2.5. We shipped a banger tweet. It only has 700 views right now, but it's going to go up. I mean, what do you want from us? Daniel says, I think I might start a dev fitness stream called something like Claude Works, I Work Out. I'm here doing some kettlebell reps while Claude thinks. Reminded me of Max Blade. I love to hear that. I love to hear that. The ones I've seen are just a few inches tall. I hope so, because if it's more than a few inches, we're going to be in some serious issue. You know what I think your stream would rocket if you ran on the treadmill while coding? Claude, I need you to fix the landing page. People are signing up at an alarming rate, and I need you to fix the landing page. It's not working right now, and I need you to... We're getting so many signups on Stripe. Claude, please. The landing page, you need to fix it. Dude, I think you might be onto something. I think that could be unreal. I need you to fix the landing page, please. There's a bug on this sign-up link. The user interface is broken, Claude. Holy shit. Holy shit. Someone should develop a token fit app that tracks used tokens and converts the push-up goal. Yes. The way you generate your own dopamine is fucking legendary. You have to. You have to. With a green screen in a beach run. I mean, the fact that we don't already have a green screen behind me with just an incredible daily updated background, it has to be on the roadmap. Like I could be the first vibe coder to do a marathon stream where I legitimately run a marathon. That would be a killer X post. Oh fuck no, LOL. I'd be so screwed. Like, I could be the first vibe coder to do a marathon stream while running an entire marathon. Imagine the Expos vibe coding on the beach. When do we get an in-costume Max stream? Oh man, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. All right, it's working. It's working. It's working. It's working. It's working. Let me check what else I had written down for some stuff I wanted to keep pushing today. It's hard because I have some other stuff I want to do, but it's tough opening up a whole new box of worms, guys. All right, so this works perfectly now. But these should be selected by default. God. These should be selected by default. Okay, that's great, but the triggered clips should all be selected by default, just like how the automatically picked clips are. I would run it with you, dog. Let's go. Let's get this hair light position correctly, guys. Now we're locked. Now we're dialed. Vibe coding an app while I run a marathon. How about this? How about this, guys? Vibe coding and running until I get my first customer. New app every single stream. So we have to go to 0 from first customer, and we can't stop running and vibe coding and live streaming until we get the first customer. The only problem is that kind of incentivizes the people on the stream not to purchase, not to help me out. You know what I mean? That could either go really well or really poorly. All right, day 26. All right, let's see if Perceptron can. Let's see if Perceptron can do anything with this. Elon paid us $5,000 live on stream. We got monetized on YouTube. We have over 20 members to the YouTube stream. Let's see. Let's throw Perceptron in the mix. Be right back. Driving the Jeep to the top of the mountain and setting up the Starlink for my next session. It's getting freaky now. It's getting freaky now. I don't know if he's in the chat right now. I literally was talking to my best friend yesterday about doing the same thing. I think that, Aaron, I think that would be a legendary stream idea, is if you set up like a super high quality stream. Like it has to be good, like nice quality, like a good camera setup with actual lighting, and you are on the top of a mountain. And maybe you have a face cam, and then you have a camera that's like 50 yards away. So you get like a full, you know, you have a close one, so I can do talking with you guys. But then you have one that gives you the wide look at like he's on a mountain right now. And then, but you're just on the MacBook. You're on the MacBook with a fold out table. And that's pretty much it. Like maybe MacBook and AirPods. And that's all people can see on the fold-out table, like fold-out chair that you brought up there to hike with. And it's a massive mountain. There's trees, clouds, everything. Sounds like a Black Mirror episode where people will start asking you to do. That will never happen. That'll never happen. I know exactly what Black Mirror episode you're talking about. That will never happen. Unless we need to get to $250,000 in annual recurring revenue, then it will happen. I'm 100% serious on this. Maybe Monday stream. Let's go. I'll be there. I will be there. We'll tune in. We'll tune in while we're streaming, brother. Utah makes this easy. Dude, that is your... See? You guys, you got to look at your, like, unique angle that you can take on things. And figure out what your angle is. And that's an amazing angle right there. That's, like, the best angle ever. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know why this Perceptron situation is not Perceptroning. Because it shouldn't be taking half as long as it's taking right now. Can you check out the current server? Can you check out the current server we have running on port 8000? I just hit auto, and it should really just be going to hit Perceptron and reformat it, but I'm not getting a response back. It seems like it's just stuck on rendering. Like, let's see if I hit save. Maybe this is a bug, like a front end bug or something like that, where it's getting caught on rendering for some reason. I hope that the shenanigans yesterday with the B-roll didn't mess up something with Perceptron. This is only local, but still. Oh, it says we have 2 ports bound to 8000 right now. That could be an issue. Both holding 8000 will cross each other. Fix us, GPT-55. There's a recent log, Clipper log, auto maps to the Perceptron layout style. Let me read the log tail and the Perceptron call path. Guys, how about us having... How about us having a YouTuber in the chat today with 34 million subscribers on YouTube? How does that happen? We should have asked him how he found the stream. I was so starstruck that we forgot to ask them how they found the stream. That should have been our first question. I need you guys, when I get like that, when I get flustered like that, I need you guys to pick up the slack. And you got to say, Max, ask him how he found the stream. About 15 years ago, there was a project called the Phone Box Experiment. He found the furthest from general population a phone booth, gave out a number, and stayed in the video camera frame. Was rad. It was no copyright music. Sorry, no copyright sounds. Literally, the no copyright sounds was in chat today, guys. You guys probably know what I'm talking about. Hold on, I'm gonna paste. I'm gonna paste it in the chat. This guy was literally in chat today, and he bought Clippo. Which is unreal. Which is just unreal, guys. Wow, a legend. Yeah, absolutely. So crazy. So crazy. And he said, like, I've been watching. Like, as if, like, he's been here for a while. Like, not just saying I've been watching today. Like, he was saying, like, I've been watching the journey. Seriously. I know, but you can't even tell. Humble, I've had people tell me that those estimates are totally inaccurate. For the, like, ad revenue guesses. He's ranked 259 in the world. Guys, we just had the number 259th YouTuber in the entire world in stream today. What do you want from me? What do you want from me? People nonstop coming in here. You should do this. You should do that. You got to do this. You got to do that. Meanwhile, we have the number 250th YouTuber in the world in the stream. What's up? What's up? Yeah, so sick. So sick. All right, why is this taking forever? It's got to be because we had multiple servers open, but I mean, I just only want to use Composer from now on because this is absolutely insane that it takes this long. Like, just stop. Just stop. Now these all say rendering. Why is this happening? It says post API library morning routine for productivity coding entrepreneurs. So it did a get request. And then it did a post. Can you please look at the, that is not, that's, where is, here's cursor. Can you please look at the auto button? It should just be sending to Perceptron and getting the response back and making the clips. For some reason, like, it's just getting stuck on rendering right now. Don't make any code changes, but look at the code and see if you can see where the issue is. And you could also look at my current running server. It's on port 8000. I don't know if you're going to stream in 2 hours, but if so, I'm going to hop on. Oh, you're streaming? Bro, I'm launching in 2 hours, so I low-key been working for the past 3. I'm so fucking tired, LOL, but it's fun. I don't know if you're going to stream in 2 hours, but if so, I'm going to hop on. Watching from the gym, what did I miss? Were you... Rachel, we had... Wait, you're into music. You're in music, aren't you? We had no copyright sounds in the chat, and he was like, I've been watching your journey. And he's the number 254th YouTuber in the world. 34 million subscribers. And he bought Clippo. I don't know what else we want. I bet you that Max has the Ferrari. I bet that guy has the Ferrari in Max's pick. I bet he does too. I bet he does too. Are you going to add error logging automatic health checks on stream or off stream? I have all that. I have all that. It's just not as granular for like this little stuff. So I have pretty detailed health checks. That way there, when I'm pulling this stuff live, the Hermes agent can run the health checks and make sure that everything works on production, so that we don't like lose the ability to process and make clips. Like there'll always be like small bugs like UI stuff, but yeah, it's so sick, Rachel. All right. What does this say? Why is this so long? Can you please just summarize that in a small one-sentence answer to what's going on? The auto button calls Perceptron first, then kicks off a full FFmpeg preview render, and your server is stuck on that preview encode with one render slot. FFmpeg running 11 plus minutes without finishing, so the UI stays on rendering. Okay, that makes sense. I can totally vibe with that. It's closing the connection. We're going to reopen the connection again. Just out of the wind to Discord. Let's go, Humble. I can't wait to check it out in a minute. Why is this taking so long to... I'm forcing it. I'm forcing it to close right now. Sorry. I'm reopening it. I'm refreshing this. I'm going to the library. I'm going to hit the auto button. And I think this time it's going to work. Come on! All right, the bad news is, guys, that did not work that time. It just did not work. I don't know what to tell you. Let's try it again! EDM dance, let's go! That time it worked perfectly. All right, we're so back. We're so back. This is my favorite song in the playlist. Guys, we need a new playlist. Guys, we need a new playlist. If anybody has a non-DMCA playlist and they want to add it to the general chat of Discord, I will review it tonight and we'll pick them. The only thing I'm going to say is I prefer techno or house, high BPM, at least like 130 BPM, no dubstep. And really that's it. That's it. Like if I can't dance to it, then I don't want to code to it and I don't want to stream to it. That should be your rule of thumb. Like if you can't see me doing this, if you can't see me doing this to it, like just getting absolutely... Yeah, actually, what am I talking about? Hold on. What am I talking about? We're going to go to no copyright sounds. All right. So the homework tonight for everyone in the stream, okay, is no, you guys don't have homework. I will go to no copyright sounds YouTube, and we are going to did the giveaway winners tweet out the desktop yet? No, they didn't. No, they didn't. I'm going to go to the no copyright sounds. We're going to find a fire playlist that's high BPM, at least 130, preferably 145 BPMs. And we're going to find ourselves an absolute fire playlist. We have to go about it the right way because he is part of the stream. Or she. He or she, we don't know yet, is part of the stream. So we're going to have to figure out how to give credit to like the authors and stuff like that to be a responsible streamer. Okay, guys. With that being said, we have completed all of the stream goals for today. I'm going to have lunch. I'm going to end the stream right here. Thank you guys so much for being here today. I can't thank you enough. Let me take 1 second to be ultra cringe, ultra corny, and say that I am beyond grateful for every single one of you joining me on this journey to hit $250,000 in annual recurring revenue from vibe-coded apps, live streaming the entire way. We are only at the very start of the very beginning. Okay? And yes, every day we are not going up right now. We are on a heavy trajectory down. Our last app is dying. Clippo is almost at the spot where I feel like we are ready to move on to our next big banger thing. The ideas are coming to me every day at an alarming rate. We need to filter them out. Don't leave yet. Do not leave yet. Don't leave yet. Don't leave yet. We need to take the ideas that are coming to me and we need to filter them out and find the best one that we can spend the next 5 months on. We like train wrecks, but you're proving us wrong. Let's go. Let's go. All right, guys. Thank you, Humble, for being here. Thank you, Green Smoothie. Thank you, OK. Amazing stream today. Thank you so much. I'll be in the Discord. I'll check out your win. Thank you, Johnny. Thank you, Rachel. Thank you, Harmon. Thank you, Felipe. Thank you, Biz. Thank you, Anga. And I will see you guys tomorrow at 10:30 Eastern. Thank you, David Kang. I'll see you guys tomorrow!